How y'all doing, man? What y'all up to? Hope you guys had a phenomenal week. Hope your Monday, your Tuesday was phenomenal and that you're off to a great start. Welcome to Coach Class with Coach. This is week 20, and I'm excited about this subject, man. We are continuing with our discussion in class on self awareness. And today we're going to be a little more specific. Today, we're going to focus on answering a question as it pertains to relationships. All right. But before we do that, let's go over a few quick announcements. Facebook, what up? YouTube, what up? Uncle Jamar's in the building. Let me let him in. Welcome in, good brother. How you feeling? How you feel? Thanks for joining in. We're going to go to a couple of quick announcements while you get your mic right. All right. So make sure that you guys, Don Taz, what's up? What's up? My brother. Shout out to Strong Man. Man, appreciate you, brother. Caden, salute, salute. BG45, salute. Martha, salute. All right, couple quick announcements. Check out our YouTube channel, The Gallery That Tells Your Story. I want you guys to check out the content and give me some feedback. And yeah, let me know what you think. All right. So I won't spoil the content, but check it out for yourself and let me know what your thoughts are. It would be much appreciated. Uh, if you are watching this on Facebook, then it's important that we stay connected to TikTok as well. So you can find me at Darrell Dr. White on TikTok. That's DARRELL for doctor, white like the color white. All right. If you're checking this out on YouTube, again, let's stay connected on TikTok. Let's stay connected on Facebook as well. On Facebook is Darrell White. That's DARRELL White. All right. So yeah, let's stay connected on social media, good people. And like I say, every week we have books for sale. We have The Invisible Marriage. We have Forsaking All Others, Aiden and Nicole. We have I Do, I Did, and It Didn't. And those three are all Christian fiction novels. The first two, being The Invisible Marriage and Forsaking All Others, Aiden and Nicole, is a part of Aiden's journey. So check that out. That's available on Amazon and Kindle. Purchase that now, man. Stop what you're doing real quick. Go ahead and spend a couple dollars. Less than $5. Check that out. And give me some feedback. Shoot me a DM. Say, hey, coach, I checked out your. Hold on. Let me put this on sleep mode. Hold on, y'all. I'll get a whole bunch of pop ups. All right. Yeah, check it out and let me know what you think. Send me a DM and say, hey, coach, I checked out your book. And give me some thoughts on it. We are working on 2 more books. And I'm thinking that the next one will be out in February. And that is called Intersections. Really dope project that I did with shout out to my wife, shout out to 50, and shout out to my main man Dax, man. We did an awesome book project called Intersections. All right, and then Aiden has another book coming out as well, so that should be out no later than March, I would think. So just be on the lookout. Follow me on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, um, you know, to get more information about those books coming up. All right, and then we have 50 Shades of She, my wife's really dope poetic novel about her experiences with domestic violence in the past. Um, my wife, was using poetry as a way of escape, man. So check out 50 Shades of She. That's also available on Amazon and Kindle. All right. Bible studies every Sunday from 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are journeying through the book of Hebrews. We are on Hebrews chapter 9 at around verse 8 or so, I want to say 7 or 8. So if you want to be a part of a verse by verse Bible study where we learn what the Bible means by what it says, you can check us out on Sundays from 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, t-shirts for sale. The Gallery That Tells Your Story t-shirts. We have John 8 and 24 t-shirts. And we have Self-Love Over Self-Destruction t-shirts for sale. If you are interested, let me know. I can shoot you a sample of what it looks like, and you can order it at your leisure. Get those out to you as soon as possible. I am recruiting new coaches. So if you're interested in joining the coaching network, if you're interested in helping people with self-improvement, if you're interested in being impactful for people's family relationship dynamics, then you're in the right place, man. Just send me a DM and we can talk about how you can join the team. And I'm also looking for youth coaches, grades 5 through 12. That's right. Training them up early. We're covering the subjects of self-improvement, conflict resolution, and problem solving. All right, grades 5 through 12. So if your youth are interested in becoming coaches, send me a DM as well. I also offer the youth academic support, and we have a really cool Connect Forward challenge virtually every Saturday from 12 to 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. All right. And again, welcome to Coach Class with Coach. I'm here every Wednesday from 8, no later than 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Lately, I've been trying to get out of here around 8:30. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. But yeah, no later than 9. So check us out, and we have the replays on every Thursday from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. So those are the announcements. Give a couple quick shout outs, and then we'll get into the quote of the day. Jamal Salute, thank you for checking in. GMC 78, thank you for checking in. Safari, thank you for checking in. Afia, thank you for checking in as well. Appreciate you guys. All right. Java, salute. Carlos, salute. Thank you guys for checking in. All right, here we go. Quote of the day. And again, if you're joining me on TikTok, unfortunately, you will not be able to see the presentation. However, if you want to see the presentation, let's connect on Facebook. Let's connect on YouTube. YouTube would be the easier way because we'll make sure my camera is right. YouTube would be the easiest way because I don't have to accept you as a friend. So the Gallery That Tells Your Story channel is where you can see the actual presentation. So again, if you're on TikTok, you can see me, you can hear me, but the presentation you cannot see unless you join me on the Gallery That Tells Your Story channel on YouTube, okay? All right, so I am sharing my screen. And here's the quote of the day. It says, sometimes we refuse to see how bad something is until it completely destroys us. And we're talking about relationships here. The question that we're entertaining tonight, which is under the pillar of self-improvement, is why do people stay in relationships for so long when they're so unhappy? Again, this falls under the umbrella of self-awareness. And we're entertaining the question, why do people stay in relationships for so long if they are so unhappy? And the quote of the day is, sometimes we refuse to see how bad something is until it completely destroys us. My wife and I were talking about this subject today, so I figured I'll introduce it. We have encountered, even as professionals, outside of our personal experiences, we have encountered many people who are in abusive relationships, whether it's emotionally abusive, mentally abusive, verbally abusive, physically abusive. We have encountered many people who are in these type of relationships and they admit to being unhappy, but they will not leave that relationship. So we're talking about that. Most importantly, we're talking about self-awareness. We're talking about maybe we delve a little bit into self-confidence. Maybe we delve a little bit into self-esteem. But we're entertaining that question today. And my goal at the end of this, at around the 8:30 time frame, is for you to walk away and be able to look in your own mirrors, whether you're in a relationship right now where you're unhappy, or rather you were not sure why you stayed in a previous relationship for so long when you were unhappy. That is the objective today. And again, the quote is, sometimes we refuse to see how bad something is until it completely destroys us. All right, so I'll stop sharing here. Bro, what's goody? What's goody? How you feel?
Grateful, bro. How you already know.
Man, listen, I am excited about tonight, man. I'm very excited. We're gonna get into this, man. But you good though? You ready to dive in?
You already know.
All right,
That's
let's
why I
do
got
it.
my friend here, Angelica. If you see her name popped up.
Angelica, salute. Thank you so much for joining in to the panel
Hi,
and
good
being here
evening.
with us. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Shalom.
All right, okay. Peace. Let's do it, man. This is a fun subject. All right, so I'm going to change my camera real quick. Jamal, was the quote, was that clear on the screen? Were you able to see all of it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, just making sure.
Yeah,
All right, I'm going to share my screen again. And let's look at this article. So if you were in prior classes, you know that I'm a huge fan of Psychology Today. This article is by Dr. Mark Travers. And the title is 3 Reasons People Struggle to Leave Unhappy Relationships. So what we're going to do is walk through this article today, and we're going to have some discussion. So let's highlight some of the key points. Key point number 1, the nervous system doesn't categorize things as healthy or unhealthy, but as known or unknown. All right. Key point number 2, we may feel drawn to relationships that resemble, listen to this, early injuries because we may be trying to rewrite the story. That is deep. I can't wait to get into that further. Key point number 3, an unsatisfying relationship, listen to this, can feel strangely safer than the prospect of life after it. Can't wait to dig into that one too. All right, here we go. When we see people who stay too long in a relationship, the focus almost always lands on the moment when they finally leave. To the couple personally, the mystery of what triggered it, what broke, and what tipped the scales becomes the matter of interest. It's also seen as the moment of ultimate truth. But the real story lies in the quiet years leading to the end of the relationship cycle. The years when the relationship wasn't thriving, but the partners convinced themselves it was fine. Listen to this, man. I will also share with you guys from my professional and personal experiences. People tend to focus more on the good qualities of an individual, listen to this, as a means to justify their reason for staying. Are y'all with me? TikTok, are you with me? Some people stay because they intentionally focus on the good characteristics or qualities of an individual. No matter how physically, emotionally, mentally, or verbally abusive or overall toxic that person could be to them. They say things like, oh, she's funny. She has a really good sense of humor, or she is really a go-getter. She's a hustler, or she really provides good service. And they say they would rather focus on that to justify their reason for staying. But check this out. Let's carry on. Number 1, confusing familiarity with safety. The hardest part to come to terms with here is that the nervous system doesn't categorize things as healthy and unhealthy. It only categorizes them as known or unknown. If an emotional pattern resembles what you learned early in life, your body reads it as safety, even when your mind knows it's anything but safe. TikTok, are you with me? Neurobiological models indicate that early experiences of caregiving, that's why I talk about foundation so much, are stored as attachment schema and function somewhat like predictive maps for relationships. Are you with me? These neural circuits override your automatic thought processes, making you believe, despite the evidence, that this is how closeness works. I tend to use the example of the child who grows up where his dad and his mom were physical towards one another. The kid could grow up thinking that that's what love is supposed to look like because that foundation was built on a physically abusive relationship, or not just physically abusive. If a child grows up with two shouters, let's say they're verbally aggressive towards one another. Let's say that one parent slanders the other, or vice versa. Kids can't distinguish what love is supposed to look like because they're kids and they process things as children. Does that make sense? So that kid, if he or she doesn't unlearn what they learn, becomes the shouter in the relationship, becomes verbally aggressive because their foundation or the people that built that foundation taught them indirectly that that is what love is supposed to look like. All right? But let's carry on. Let me rewind the tape a little bit. These neural circuits override your automatic thought processes, making you believe, despite evidence, that this is how closeness works. They dominate even the relationship pattern. They dominate even if the relationship pattern is inconsistent, distant, or overwhelming. These predictions shape emotion regulation and relationship choices in adulthood long before conscious reasoning enters the picture. This is why a partner's unpredictability might feel like chemistry if inconsistency once served as a cue for connection. I hope that makes sense to you. And why distance in a relationship may feel normal if intimacy initially came with contingencies. What an individual is experiencing as love then may simply be their nervous system, listen to this, recognizing an old blueprint. Isn't this amazing how the mind works and captures that information in snapshots in your life? And that recall that gives you that dopamine feeling of, hey, I have chemistry and connection with this individual. Not realizing that the foundation, the people who built your foundation, didn't build it on true love. We talk about self-awareness. This is where it's very important to be self-aware and to possess the ability to discern the difference between relationship logic and relationship emotions. All right, so let's carry on. This doesn't mean that they're choosing the wrong people on purpose, the author says. It just means their body chooses what it recognizes. Perhaps to them unconsciously, walking away from a relationship means walking away from the emotional framework that has been their only reality for decades. Who am I talking to? So they are bound to be doubtful. but their recovery can start from the understanding that what feels right is not necessarily good. Man, are you ready to do your self work? Let's go. Number 2, trying to heal an old wound. It's the second reason why people stay too long in relationships when they're unhappy. Trying to heal an old wound. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine staying in a relationship when you're unhappy for so long because subconsciously you're trying to heal an old wound in the relationship that makes you unhappy? One of the most overlooked reasons people stay too long in unfulfilling relationships is the quiet pull, listen to this, of the repetition compulsion cycle, recreating unresolved emotional experiences with new partners. While it may look like self-sabotage on the surface, it's actually an unconscious attempt to resolve what once felt overwhelming. Studies on recurring traumatic dreams show that the mind revisits old wounds so that it may master them. TikTok, are you with me? Turning helplessness into agency and chaos into coherence. People re-enter threatening or painful scenarios during recurrent dreams. Check this out. Because the psyche attempts to integrate what was once fragmented and unbearable. Listen to this. In waking life, repetition, compulsion works similarly. We feel drawn to relationships, listen, that resemble early injuries. Why? Because on some level, we are trying to rewrite the original story. Are you with me? Someone who chooses to stay with partners who give intermittent validation may have felt unseen growing up, and their psyche might be trying to resolve the pain of invisibility through them. Are you hearing this? Who am I talking to? This is for somebody. The painful paradox, though, is that reenactment does not lead to resolution. Just as traumatic dreams recur precisely because the fear has not yet been integrated, these relational patterns continue. Why? Because the wound is still unresolved. The partner becomes less a companion and more a symbolic figure. They act as a stand-in for the original source of pain. Man. Number 3, the third reason why people stay in relationships when they're unhappy is because uncertainty is worse than unhappiness in their mind. Even highly intelligent, emotional aware people underestimate, listen to this, the power of uncertainty aversion. The human brain is wired to avoid risk, both social and relational, because historically, disconnection from one's bonded group came with life or death consequences. Modern life is safer, but the wiring remains the same. This is why an unsatisfying relationship, the doctor wrote, can feel strangely safer than the prospect of life after it. Listen to this. This is a study from 2023. This study found that people stick with their choices not only after positive reinforcement, but even after negative feedback, showing a pattern of cognitive inertia. Check this out. Check out what the brain does. The brain exerts less effort when staying put, and some individuals remain committed simply because the absence of clear cues or the presence of discomfort doesn't outweigh the internal cost of change. Are you hearing this? In other words, the mind defaults to the status quo. Why? Because shifting course requires more cognitive and emotional labor than maintaining course. This plays out in questions people quietly fear. Question number one, what if, and these are the what ifs, what if I never find someone else? What if starting over is worse? What if I regret leaving? When these questions surface, it may be an indication that the brain is catastrophizing the future because the present state still feels familiar enough to safely navigate, even when it's a source of unhappiness. Who is this for? This inertia feels further magnified by the psychological tax of leaving. Logistical, emotional, financial, or existential. The bottom line is that humans do not make choices based on benefits. They make choices based on anticipated losses. And so people stay until the pain of remaining finally outweighs the fear of stepping into the unknown. Who is this for? So this is about being more self-aware, looking in your mirror. We got to figure out if this applies to you, present tense, or if it applied to you in past tense. This is a part of your self-work. I want you to explore. If you're interested in the article, let me know. I will put it, I will post it on TikTok, Facebook, Gallery Tells Your Story channel. Shoot me a DM and I'll send it to you. I'm introducing this tonight because this is your opportunity to do your own self-work. If in fact you stay too long, my question to you is, did I cover or did the doctor cover one of the reasons why you stayed? If so, you have a basis to begin your self-work. If that's not the reason, then let us help you to explore. Whether it's myself, whether it's Jamar, we want to help you to navigate through that so that this pattern of staying in unhappy relationships does not continue. Because the chances are, if you have children, then not only will the pattern potentially continue for you, it may continue through generations. And that's what we're trying to break. All right? Good stuff, y'all. Thank you for checking in today. Told you we wouldn't be long. Before we jump off of here, just want to ask the panel, are there any questions Are there any comments? Are there any concerns? Any thoughts? Anything you want to share? Anything that hit home? Uh, Let me know.
Yeah, I was waiting. You hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I'm waiting for you to have me back in.
Yeah, so what you think, man? Is there anything that came to mind as we were going through the subject tonight? Anything you want to share? Any questions?
Um,
Anything?
no, I resonated with it through parts of my life. I've been there, you know.
Yeah,
Uh, so yeah, stayed in. I was when you said staying it too long, I was like, what is, you know what I mean? I guess if you get, what is too long, you know what I mean? You
yeah.
know,
That's
because
subjective.
you feel me? It's like we are here to, like, some people are quicker than others. Some people gotta go through a little bit more in order for them to, you know, see
Yeah,
things a certain
yeah,
way. So it's like I always, now I look at things like it's not so much good that it's here to help me. Whatever
yeah,
you going through is here to help
yeah,
you. You look at it different. You know what I mean? You change how you think, you change how you live. So it's like you change how you think about something, your whole life can change. And it's that real quick, you know. Sometimes it takes the conscious effort to keep doing it, but your whole life can change just by you just change your perspective on things.
true.
So especially stuff like that, I just look at it, it's there for me to grow. Whatever I was in that moment, it was there to help me learn.
Yeah,
You
it's a
know, people,
great way of
people,
looking at
people
it.
um, learn. A lot of times, we mirrors of each other. A lot, you
Yeah,
don't like somebody else is doing it. So
yeah,
it's about keep doing it.
yeah. And
Sometimes it takes pain. Pain bring change.
true.
And that quote resonated through that. And I was unconscious. Yeah, you gonna keep doing it, keep doing it until they smack. Then that pain make you make you change it.
Yeah,
That's um,
that's true, man.
that's where we at, because a lot of us are unfortunately like unconscious, self aware. So it's like,
Yeah.
take something to
Mm-hmm.
shake the
Oh,
foundation,
absolutely.
you know, for you to make a move. I just always say to people, like, I make the conscious effort,
Yeah,
you know, to make uh,
yeah, definitely.
change come through it. Make the conscious effort, at least, so you, at least you're aware of that. People
Yeah,
be scared, with consciousness, accountabilities, and more
yeah,
responsibility. You gotta be self-aware. Everybody around aware of that.
mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah,
a lot of people
absolutely.
not.
Yeah, yeah. There's a my wife and I were talking about. Let's give you a little context. We were talking about some people that we know that, and the article didn't cover this specifically. I think I have another. I can do part two next week. Some people that we were thinking about at the time mentioned that they weren't willing to leave because they had purchased a home together. They had purchased a home together, and it was like, they had dual ownership of the home. And it got to a point where, pretty much the relationship is over, but they are coexisting in a home together, and they have children. So the other reason, another reason why uh, this person said that they stay, that the article didn't necessarily cover, is because it was like, well, when my kid finishes high school, then I'm going to go ahead and part ways. So they stay in a relationship that technically has already ended. And they go through these motions, painting a certain picture for the children that's not necessarily the right picture to paint. So there are other factors. Some people go into businesses together and they have huge business empires. And they say, hey, well, we're going to stay because we have made this other investment. And we can't rationalize or even figure out if we parted ways what that would look like, who would have what. So in their minds, they figure they're going to do the work and try to work it out so that things could be at least cordial. And then they have children, and the children are young. So the secondary reason is because, hey, we got kids. So, in their minds, it's like they're okay with painting a picture for their kids. Let's say they sleep in two different rooms. It's okay to paint that picture. It's okay to tell Jamar that we're still married and I'm married. And in their minds, that's justifiable. Even though the relationship is toxic. So we say that staying too long is subjective. Everybody has, what's too long. Everybody can, some people is a year, and some people is 10 years or 20 years. But the bottom line is, are you healthy in the relationship dynamic? And if you're unhealthy, then you got to really ask yourself, what's keeping you? So I just wanted to give you a little context.
Fear is like fear. It's fear. Yeah. Because again, it's going to require you to look at yourself. So it's like, it's always come back to the self. It's going to require you leaving that relationship that it was toxic and it was whatever. It's going to require you to have to look at yourself.
Yes.
And it's like people don't want to look at themselves. And I'm like, damn, we are beautiful in our way, man. We are magical beings. So it's like looking at yourself is beautiful. Look at yourself and check yourself. See what you're doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking for myself, but it's like, yo, see what you're doing wrong and may not know that
Yeah.
Like, that's cool. Like, that's you getting your power back. It's like you're giving your power away when you give it to others and things and blame everything else and everybody else for why you moving this way. Take your power back, put it back and put it within yourself and just check yourself, look at yourself. You might cry. It's all good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all good. But it's like it's better than putting it on somebody else. And I said you're gonna have to face yourself eventually.
Yeah.
You can run all you want. You might not face yourself until your last breaths. You have to face yourself, but you're gonna have to.
Yeah.
So I say why not now? What better time than that?
Yeah. And check this out, right? TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. The truth of the matter is, I liken staying in a toxic relationship like living in a house that's on fire. And the fires start off very small. And then over time, it engulfs the whole house. The question is, how long will you stay before that house burns down? Some people will stay and breathe in that toxic black smoke until they pass out, hoping that somebody's going to save them. Whose responsibility is it? You know what I'm talking about? Whose responsibility is it? It is your responsibility to recognize that this house is burning down. And I have to realize that that is fire right there.
For real
And
though.
it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter. But yet, what happens is we're so focused on, okay, well, just the bathroom is burning. And look, you're the only one trying to put the fire out. When it takes two working together as a unit on the same page to put the fire out. And in some cases in your relationships, you didn't even start the fire. They started it. But you're going to stay in the house. Don't make sense to me. So you figure out how long you're going to stay, because that house is going to burn down.
If you in it or not, right?
Hey, hey, man, ain't no joke, man. That house is going to burn.
Yeah, duh.
Golly, Jack.
It's crazy, right? It's like, yo, get out the house, get out the house, G. Get out the house, yo.
Because you sitting there with the fire extinguisher, you trying to put it out, and the person you partnering with mad at you because you trying to extinguish the fire. They fighting with you. They trying to snatch it from you. No, this is a norm. It's okay to burn. And you keep believing it.
Keep believing them.
Until you black out from that smoke.
It's done.
Yep. Yeah, man. So
it's all because, like, again, we all got, I say, all our trauma is not our fault. But it's our duty and our responsibility to heal them and work on them. Like,
absolutely.
Can't hide them. You can't sweep under the rug. You can't do any of that. It's your responsibility, and you're doing not only yourself a disservice, everyone that came before you, that they gave sense of awareness or a little bit, like you got something, you still continue to walk in that way. It's like, yo, and when you got little ones following you too, like,
yeah, what are we doing?
It's like our kids gonna have to be out here without us, you know. So it's like this planet is beautiful, you know. It's a beautiful place, man. It's just unfortunate we got some entities that we dealing with. That's, you know what I mean. It's
they're 5 stars.
Yeah, you know, big time, you know.
Yeah.
And if you think of it like on a deeper level of that, big time. Like, don't care. They was fire while you in that bed sleep.
Yep. Absolutely.
Without a doubt, and your kids too. So it's like, yo, we gotta care. Nobody else gonna care, especially the powers that be. So it's like, we gotta care. So it's like, yo, you gotta take some accountability for you while we are where we at. And it ain't always gonna be peaches and cream. It ain't always like it ain't the next person's job to make somebody happy.
Right.
You know, take my job to go into a woman's life and make her happy. That's not my job. You're supposed to be happy. Yep. I'm supposed to contribute to your happiness. You know? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I make you happy. So that's you know, because once one day I'll make you happy, then you leave to the next one, because you're searching for that happiness instead of looking for the happiness within yourself. So it's like you have to be happy on your way to happy.
Yes, sir.
Everybody like, yo, I want this, that. Yo, I need this. But wake up miserable. I'm like, yo, bro, you gotta wake up with some gratitude and be happy you woke up, or you ain't gonna get that. You feel me? So have some gratitude, man, and you gotta be happy on your way to happy. Yep. You gotta be happy. Nobody can leave that to somebody else.
Absolutely.
Job. They just there to contribute to that. They're not contributing. You know, get out the house.
Get out the house. Burn it.
Yep. Get out the house. Take what you can learn from it. That person. Because it was something you can learn.
Oh, for sure.
Take it, and transmute the energy, and learn and grow from it, or not. Have to repeat so it's learned.
Yeah.
Will happen again
Yeah.
until you. And the lesson a lot of times is yourself. You gotta look at yourself.
Yep.
Stop putting everybody else. Like, oh, I'm finding the wrong man. I got the wrong girl. Nah. What you talking about?
Yeah. That's
So
true.
I told homeboy the other day, I said, just write down everything you want in a woman, everything.
Yeah.
Then ask yourself what that woman dates you.
I like that.
And then you go from there.
Yeah.
What she date? That woman that have all them characteristics that you naming out, what that woman date.
Yeah. That's right.
And my man, yeah, you gotta get real with yourself, bro.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You gotta come what you want.
Yep.
Then
That's true, man. That's
you're
true.
lucky.
Well, thank you for your input, man. Angelica, did you have any questions, any comments, or anything, or you good?
No, I'm just listening in, just enjoying y'all talk.
Okay. Thank you for joining, for sure. And I hope you
You're
will come
welcome.
again. All right, I'm going to give a couple of shout outs here, and we're going to close out for the night. Conchita, Luke, thank you for checking in. King Jared, man, thank you for checking in, good brother. MP, thank you for checking in for sure. Hope you guys come back. Jamal, salute. Playboy, salute. Elijah. Who else we got? Arthur, salute. Caden, thank you for checking in. Thank you for everybody that's checking in. Lord willing, we'll see you guys next week. All right. Enjoy your week on purpose. Peace. All right, shut it down.